Hello, I am glad to be here to represent to you our poster that talk about our research on estimation the proportion of SARS-CoV-2 in the population. The traditional approach involved conducting thousands of PCR swabs and collecting extensive data. However, this method is slow, expensive, and resource intensive. We need more practical and efficient approach to epidemiological surveillance. After our research, by harnessing just one sample of wastewater, we can obtain crucial information about the proportion of SARS-CoV-2 variant in the population. Our method is significantly faster, allowing more responsive monitoring on viral spread. It's more cost-effective, optimizing resource allocation, and it provides a streamlined approach to epidemiological surveillance. So to achieve that, uh, we developed an entire pipeline. So at the beginning, we have in the population various persons that have different variant of SARS-CoV-2, and research showed that genome of SARS-CoV-2 can be found in wastewater, and with the help of different organizations like Riso OBP and Outbari, they collect this data and do next generation sequencing to obtain a BAM file that contain information about genome in the wastewater. Combine this information with profile that we construct from GZ and analyze with NextRain. We created a profile of variant mutation, and combined with the BAM file, we developed a model and inference algorithm to estimate of the variant prevalence. For that, we developed a model that embedded all this information and describe it here. And we want to estimate p, the proportion of each variant, and alpha is the error rate alpha that model is the sequencing error and the environmental causes degradation of the genome. And we optimize it through an EM algorithm, iteration over two steps. The first step that computing the expectation of the complete data log likelihood, and then in the M step we maximize this quantity in regard to the P and alpha. Then our algorithm is compared to two other methods that do not use information from mutation co-occurrence on each read. We compare it with Freja that use only frequency of each mutation, although weighted by algorithm of sequencing depth at its location, and LCS that use the mutation present and absence count at each location. We conduct then we validate then our method with this other algorithm, and with the use of synthetic genome data provided by CNGRH, we obtain those result. Here the RMS is the root mean sequence error. When it's approached to zero, it's mean that is a good result. And we compare also in a function of three technology of sequencing: Arctic, that the read length, the mean read length of each read is 400, and with Midnight and Australian. And for the result, we can see that we have similar result with Frege LCS, and our model produce similar result due to the low rate of co-occurrence pattern in the mutation, as is shown here. And despite the limit of number of co-occurrence, our method showed some poorer result compared to Frege. That might be attributed to the logarithm weighting of mutation location depth compensation the uneven sequencing depth across the mutation as shown here. We conduct more research and we conducted more research on error rate alpha that show that calculating the error rate alpha proved useful information assisting sample quality and detecting potential error, contributing to the evolution of the convolution method occurrence. We continue our work with real data from Zurich sewage treatment plant that show that our different algorithmic model show similar result and coherent with the health authority data in the period of December 2020. What validate that our algorithm and method work well and even in the real world application. And our future work we want to go further with detecting cryptic emergent variant with unknown mutation profile, incorporated temporal and spatial dependency for more robust estimation and forecasting, and last exploring the applicability of our method to other RNA virus like influenza and hepatitis A. And thank you very much.